I mean, do we remember the drama that was stirred for the ordinary glycolic toner where one girl received a fake product? Were you there for the drama? Raise your hand. My recommendation is to add to cart, watch the prices go up and down. If only stock trading was just as attractive as the NYX lip tint, I would be very invested into it. One of the most common questions I get is where do I buy my Asian beauty products, be it for K-beauty, J-beauty, C-beauty? And I think this is a very valid concern because sometimes buying from certain sources, you may or may not get the chance of getting like fake makeup, and fake makeup is a big no-no, guys. Never ever buy fake makeup because you don't know what are the ingredients going into the makeup. It can be dirt, it can be hair, it can be rat poison. For all you know, there have been a lot of sketchy stuff on the other side of fake makeup. So today I'll be sharing with you guys my top 3 places of where I like to buy my K-beauty or Asian beauty products in general. Not sponsored, I have used my own hard-earned money spending at these sites and can confirm that they are reliable places to buy your NYX beauty products. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we have YESSTYLE. YESSTYLE is one of my go-to places to make my beauty purchases. I've been a repeat customer over there, and basically they carry a wide variety of both makeup and skincare, especially for K-beauty. Now for K-beauty, you have very renowned brands. For example, for makeup, you have like Clear, Espoir, Wakemake, and then for popular skincare brands, you have Beauty of Joseon, Round Lab, VT Cosmetics. You've probably heard all of these very big names, and it's very accessible. And actually recently I found out that they do have quite a wide variety of J-beauty makeup as well, because I've been recently getting into J-beauty, and you know, it's a little bit hard to get your hands on J-beauty compared to K-beauty. So YESSTYLE is actually one of those places where they carry quite a big range of J-beauty products. I've seen the TikTok viral Fino hair mask available over there, so places like YESSTYLE, they make things very accessible for everybody internationally. They do carry some lesser known brands, for example, Chippy and Glint, and the prices over there are actually quite reasonable as well. Most importantly, the products there are authentic. Based off my experience buying from them and putting these products on my face, I never really broke out or found anything to have a funky, weird smell or whatsoever. Also, the products that YESSTYLE has, they are actually quite fresh in a sense because they do have quite a long expiry date. So recently I did a haul with YESSTYLE and I bought 17 items. Out of the 17 items, 16 of them had a long expiry date. So long expiry date in my books, it means like 2 to 3 years left, that kind of thing. A short expiry date, in my books, it will be about 1 to 1.5 years. So only one product had a shorter expiry date, which left about 1.5 years-ish. So I was like, okay, a little bit of a turn off, but out of so many products, only one had a shorter expiry date, so I was okay, I'm gonna close one eye. And anyway, I feel that makeup, I will still use it beyond the expiry date. That's just me, I'm not gonna put it on anyone else. After buying and shopping for K-beauty on multiple platforms and websites, I realized that some third-party sellers, they have this very shady practice of they list the item for a really competitive price. You have never seen it that low and you're like, oh my god, I want it. So you make the order, and then when you receive the item, you realize it's an authentic item, but the expiry date is less than 6 months. And you're like, it's not, you know, the freshest. It's probably like a clearance item. And I think it's just such a rude shop. Some of these sellers, they don't disclose the expiry date, so that's why you get, oh, I left 6 months on this product. How is that possible? That kind of thing. Thankfully for YESSTYLE, I have never encountered that. It's always a very good long expiry date, or at least a medium expiry date. YESSTYLE's pricings are pretty affordable. There's not a really crazy high markup. It leans a little bit more on the reasonable to affordable price point side of things. The prices of products do fluctuate a little bit from time to time, so what I recommend is actually adding the products to your cart and just watch the price go up and down for a couple of days, maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and also wait for a sale as well. I do have a discount code with YESSTYLE, which is ITSKRYSTLE, and you can use it to help you save more money. I'll put all the links for your reference down below, and if you do choose to use the code to support me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Pretty sure YESSTYLE's warehouse is based in Hong Kong, so I live here in Singapore, and because it's Asia, it reaches me pretty fast. Another thing that I really like about shopping on YESSTYLE is the fact that for each time you click into a product listing, for each product and shade type, they openly disclose the availability of the item itself. So I've seen immediate shipping. If not, you gotta wait 1 to 2 days, and if not, it's gonna be like up to 21 days or more, something along those lines. And if there is a long waiting time and potentially a delay, they do indicate the estimated shipping date of when your products will go out at the checkout tab itself. One downside to shopping on YESSTYLE is that certain brands are kind of available in certain countries. So for example, for me, I live here in Singapore, I'm unable to buy any ROM and products on YESSTYLE. I think there are certain limitations and agreements between like the brand and YESSTYLE itself. I also used to be able to buy wakemake products on YESSTYLE, but currently at the moment, I'm unable to do so. The next place I love to shop at is the official global website of OLIVEYOUNG. I know it's every makeup lover's dream to be shopping in the physical store of OLIVEYOUNG, you know, maybe black out a little bit from the overwhelming skincare and makeup that you can get your hands on over there. Shopping on OLIVEYOUNG's global website, you are definitely going to get authentic products, and it's very reliable to shop with them as well. You get all the different brands that is available in Korea. So you have big beauty brands as well as these small indie brands as well. One of the perks of shopping on OLIVEYOUNG's global website is that you get the latest drops available as soon as possible. So when the release, maybe like a new collection, new eyeshadow palette, new lipstick, whatever it is, when it drops locally in Korea, it will more or less simultaneously release together on the official global website, which I think, wow, this is so good, because all the indie brands, for example, it can be a little bit harder to get your hands on, especially even if you try to buy it on YESSTYLE or other third-party sellers. I think when it comes to getting indie brands, Korean indie brands, I think OLIVEYOUNG's global website is still the best place to get it. One thing I love about going onto OLIVEYOUNG's website is visiting the new arrivals page as well as the best sellers. I think that page is always frequently updated. It also shows you what is popular, what is trending in real time. So I just like to go there for reference sometimes and just check out what is, what's the new release that is trending right now. Especially if you're an international customer, it can be really hard to get your hands on these smaller brands. So for example, Philly Millie, which is not small, it's very popular in Korea, it's just harder to get your hands on. The brand Dinto as well as 2AN. Now these brands are harder to get your hands on because they're a little bit more obscure. It's a very well-known thing at this point that many brands do OLIVEYOUNG exclusive samples, sets, so maybe like an extra little free tote bag or maybe a 1+1 cushion set, that kind of thing. So if the OLIVEYOUNG global website did not exist at all, we would not have the chance to buy any of these very curated collections and experiences from these brands. So I think having the global website is at least, giving us a chance to buy the set itself. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why I like shopping on OLIVEYOUNG's global website, because these certain curated items are just ridiculously hard to find on other third-party sellers. If not, these third-party sellers, they jack up the price tremendously just because. Also, I do have a code with OLIVEYOUNG as well, 21 ITSKRYSTLE, so if you want to save some money, you can use that code as well. Based off my experience shopping with them, I would say that the shipping is pretty fast and reliable. It's in Korea, I'm in Singapore, Asia. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I would say maybe the longest I've waited for is 4 to 5 working days. Of course, the products themselves has a long expiry date, as well as the fact that they are authentic and reliable. Shopping directly with Olive Young, you can't really go wrong. The only thing that is like the downside to shopping there is the price point. Not the most affordable, definitely not. I have a feeling that the markup is actually quite a bit. When there is a sale happening on the official website, the prices are more or less the same as shopping in the physical stores in Korea at retail price. So do what you may with that piece of information. Now, this last place is exclusively for the Southeast Asian girls. Just saying, if you know, you know. And it's the orange app, Shopee. I love shopping on Shopee, and I've spent a ridiculous amount on Shopee. Outside of makeup, it's not even funny at this point. I bought my own handphone on Shopee from the official store of Samsung. So anyway, Shopee is a great place to shop at, especially for any beauty brands if they are on the official Shopee mall itself. So you get the official brands Shopee store. Based off my knowledge, Shopee is available in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines. If there's any other places I'm missing out, please let me know. For example, we have the official Free Store, Clio, Peripera, Wish Trend, Espoir. What else? What other brands am I missing out? VT Cosmetics, Torridon, Beauty of Joseon. It's crazy. We have a ton over here. The thing I love about shopping on Shopee is that the Shopee store itself, for example, for a brand, they have their own set of vouchers available which can use to offset and deduct the price, which is like great, fantastic. And then you can stack additional vouchers from Shopee's platform itself, or maybe you have a particular bank card that you can stack together with the vouchers. So you get even more savings. And then Shopee themselves also has this cashback system in the form of Shopee coins, where you can use it to offset your next purchase, which is like, wow, amazing. And sometimes this just leads up to it being such a good deal that it's so worth it to buy on the Shopee store itself over buying the physical item in Korea. Because it's the official Shopee store, you get the products directly from the brand to you. So there's no third-party middleman. The only third party here is really just Shopee themselves, just providing the platform and the service and the listing and all that kind of stuff. Which leads me to my next point of the downside of shopping on Shopee. You realize how I said that only buy from the official Shopee stores or Shopee mall? I had my own fair share of experiences where I do buy from a third-party seller that is not on the official Shopee mall itself. And what happened is that sometimes it's not the best at communication. For example, if there's a delay or whatsoever, they do not inform you and they just force you to accept that the product is with you even though they have just shipped it out and there's like a delay happening, and they would not refund you the amount because the item is in mid-transit. So that was a big hoo-ha. I had my experience with that company and that seller, which I was like, I don't want to buy from there ever again. There was also a separate incident where I bought from also a third-party seller, and the item that came in the mail had a really short expiry date, and I was like, this is not it. And even in the product description itself, they don't really disclose it, or if not, it's really in the fine print and you have to really like scroll all the way down, which is it's so fussy. I know, first world problem, I admit to it, okay? But if it's gonna be a short expiry date, I would appreciate it if some sellers would just disclose it in the listing itself, like the header and title of it. I mean, do we remember the drama that was stirred for the ordinary glycolic toner acid, something along those lines? That drama where one girl received a fake product. Were you there for the drama? Raise your hand. I was there. I witnessed it unfold with my own very eyes. Ever since those incidents, I've only become more confident and comfortable buying from the official brand's store on Shopee. So I have bought a couple of items that are not from the Shopee mall themselves. That means they are just third-party sellers. They have listings available. and some of them are reliable. They do have decent shelf life expiry dates, so maybe like 1.5 to 2 years max. They aren't selling the freshest products, but they do have a decent expiry date, which I'm like, okay, it's slightly more affordable as well, so I'm like, okay, whatever. If you really want products with a 3-year expiry date, the freshest of the freshest, if you must say, then I would highly recommend getting it from the official brand's Shopee store itself. In this economy, I know we want to save that little bit of money, and sometimes I think about it as well, but can I guarantee the authenticity of the product for the extra maybe $2 to $3, $4, maybe $5 max? If yes, I will buy it, and like that's the max I would do. If not, I will usually just hang around, wait for the prices to drop a little bit, wait for a sale. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. I can go on forever. Those kind of sales, and they do occasionally do that kind of, it's Korea Day, you know, everything in Korea, Korean products, it's on sale, lowest price, that kind of thing. So again, my recommendation is to add to cart, watch the prices go up and down. If only stock trading was just as attractive as the NYX lip tint, I would be very invested into it. It's just so easy and convenient to shop on Shopee. I swear, I prefer shopping on Shopee over Lazada. I said it. Let me know what's your favorite platform to shop for your Asian beauty products. I would love to hear from you guys, and I hope you found this video helpful. I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe down below for more K-beauty reviews and shenanigans. And I'll catch you guys in my next one, which you can check out over here.